WKYC Channel 3 News starts now.
It was the worst school shooting in American history. Suddenly, every college is vulnerable.
So in a crisis situation, it can be a big
And as
help.
part of our Wednesday Extra, security expert Tim Dimoff is live with us today with information parents and students need to know about security on college campuses. Good morning. Thanks for joining us, Tim.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you know, it's already an anxious and a stressful time when kids go off to college, and likely even more so this year than years past. And we know that college campuses often operate as their own little cities. In general, how safe are college campuses?
Well, they're getting safer every day, and the good thing about Virginia Tech is it was a wake-up call, and it told us we can't wait. We have to move forward with the technology, with training, and with our reaction to these emergency situations. So there's a change coming.
And we know that a lot of colleges and campuses are re-examining their security even as we speak. I mean, what kind of changes are we expecting to see in terms of this new technology?
Well, you're going to see a couple basic changes, and I've talked to several of the colleges, and basically you're going to see the first thing is you're going to see change in communication. There's going to be an ability to notify faculty, staff, visitors, and especially the students when there's something going on. There's going to be better communication to them. There's going to be a website for them to go to. There's going to be a place for them to go to get instant information and instant contact. Secondly, you're going to see a difference in the reaction to emergencies. The training is changing. No longer are we going to sit around outside a building and listen to shots being fired. There's going to be instant reaction both from the campus police and the surrounding law enforcement to those perpetrators, shooters, or emergency situations.
And in light of that, what should parents know? What kinds of questions should they be asking of school officials?
Well, I think as a parent, and I have two children in college myself, you want to ask what kind of communication system do you have in light of Virginia Tech? You know, how is my child going to know something's going on? And secondly, what is your posture for responding to emergency situations? I want to know how you're going to communicate and how you're going to protect my child.
And this is so important. Is there anything that we can do as parents when we send our students off to school to make them safer ourselves? Something that we can do, how we can participate in the process?
Well, it all starts with communication. You know, you should communicate with your children when they're little and when they get older. And you should sit down with your children and say, listen, you need to make yourself aware of what the emergency procedures are, what the communication systems are, and you need to get involved in those systems, and you need to be educated about them. The colleges offer a lot of this stuff, but we have students who say, I don't need that. I'm not going to worry about it. No. First thing a student should do is make sure they are signed up to that communication system.
Very good advice, Tim. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. It's, as we said, so important. And if you want more information on how to keep your child safe on campus or to see what your child's college is doing to increase security, you can log on to WKYC.com and click on Wednesday.
Thousands of Northeast Ohio families are making plans tonight to send their children off to college. They'll be off in just a few weeks. But once they get to the new campus, are they safe? Our Wednesday Extra, Campus Insecurity, examines the weapons campuses need to be prepared in the wake of Virginia Tech. Eric Mansfield joins us live with a look at one high-tech way to fight back. Hi, Eric.
Well, Tim, this technology has really grown. From my computer here in the Akron newsroom, I can look right into a high school in Stark County, look all over the school, even lock it down at the click of a mouse. Now, that's the level of control that experts believe campuses need to have in this post-Virginia Tech world.
You can bring them right up on the screen, right from your browser.
Welcome to the future of campus security. Cameras watching every hallway, stairwell, classroom, and the students in them. Big Brother on guard like never before.
It would work on any campus. The software will actually scale up to any number of facilities and any number of cameras. It's infinite.
This 60-camera system, recently installed at Jackson High School in Stark County, will not only watch over the school's 1,800 students, but constantly measures the threat level. And it can be used to remotely lock down part or all of the entire school at the click of a mouse. That's a feature experts believe our college campuses need, and need now, and one that could have saved lives at Virginia Tech.
The wave of the future is to be able to provide more security, more control.
Security expert Tim Dimoff says campus awareness only goes so far, and the high cost of new security outweighs the danger of doing nothing.
Simple security, locks on doors, communications, phones, intercom systems, cameras, cameras that can tell us what's going on, cameras that are intelligent cameras that we can see and we can hear.
This technology is so high-tech that first responders can log on using a laptop or a cell phone. And through a username and password, they can log on, see what's going on inside the school before they're even on scene.
So in a crisis situation, it could be a big help.
Jackson School's business manager, Doug Winkler, saw the security system as a great investment, one that hit home as his own son attends Virginia Tech.
Keep the area secure, whether it's outside intruders or whether it's any kind of actions going on in the building.
And that's something Jackson's new security system now measures, with instant schematics available to every classroom. No more drawing sketches like police were left to do outside of Columbine. One click, and whoever aims to do harm on campus won't be in control for long.
Virginia Tech has told us now that our college campuses, we cannot take for granted that everybody is going to be safe.
Now, these cameras in the Jackson schools, well, they're also equipped with audio, and those microphones are turned on only in the event of an emergency so that law enforcement can communicate with who's inside. At 7, we'll talk with state leaders about trying to improve campuses across Ohio. Ramona?
Well, how prepared are local police for a campus crisis similar to Virginia Tech?
Training for college attacks has increased all across the state. Eric Mansfield continues our Wednesday Extra at Campus Insecurity with a behind-the-scenes look at how local police are preparing for the worst.
We gear up. And we're going to reduce the body count that these individuals are imposing on our students in our schools.
These Cleveland SWAT officers are training today.
Right, you guys all set?
For the campus crisis of tomorrow.
Communication is very important. You have a designated point man to cover his area of responsibility. Straightforward.
No longer can law enforcement play waiting games for gunmen to negotiate and surrender. Instead, they must put themselves in the line of fire and attack.
There's one suspect down.
Today, when they go into the building, they're active shooters. They have a plan, they have a mission, and their plan and mission is to shoot and kill and hurt as many people as possible.
Local security expert Tim Dimoff urges law enforcement to see Virginia Tech as a dangerous sign of the times.
History tells us be prepared for more. We saw it in the postal shootings, we saw it in the high school shootings, and we'll see it in terrorist acts.
All right, stack it up, move.
Sheriff's deputies in Summit County and several other local agencies have been training for a campus crisis for several years. Still, experts agree, there's nothing that really prepares you for the danger and bloodshed that awaits the next Case Western, or Columbine, or Virginia Tech.
And all I can say is be prepared, because it could happen at your location, it could happen at any location, and prevention and planning is the key.
Get that team together, alleviate that threat ASAP.
Now, odds are the first responders to any campus crime will most likely be college police. That's why many universities are conducting their own drills and incorporating training between city and campus officers. Still, high-tech training takes extra training dollars. That is something all of the departments are still struggling to get.